I think the importance around business continuity plans extends far greater than just having it in place for the purposes of productivity and efficiency. There's also legal and compliance points associated to having a business continuity plan in place, and it certainly gives consumers also peace of mind knowing that the particular product or service you deliver does have contingency plans in place should and when load shedding occurs. A business continuity plan is pretty much nothing without the necessary executive buy-in. So we always start with getting that understanding and obviously the requirements outlined by decision makers, and then move on to the next step. I think once you've obtained obviously the buy-in from your decision makers, you need to look at, well, what are the risks we're looking to mitigate when we implement a business continuity plan, such as do we just need to address a few key parts of our businesses and allow them to have resilience and uptime and availability when load shedding is applied? Or is it essentially the whole or the entire businesses applicable to all users that needs essentially, need to be made available and obviously be able to continue to communicate? Once you've identified the risks that need continuity or contingency plans in place, we need to obviously manage them. So we need to say, well, to what level or to what extent do we need these services or systems to be available during load shedding? Once we have essentially identified the risks and we manage the risks, we then need to find a way to uphold obviously the security standards. That's a crucial part of a business continuity plan. You cannot put your business at risk when you implement a business continuity plan as such, and for that you need to look at, well, what are the standards we as a business adhere to, and when and if I do implement a business continuity plan, will I still be able to uphold the requirements outlined by those security standards? I think also one thing about a business continuity plan, it can't be a long-term project when you need to enforce it and obviously revert back to normal operational procedures. So a key thing is your business continuity plan should be something that you can execute on quickly and efficiently, but as well obviously revert back from a business continuity plan in normal operation mode also quite rapidly. Then another key part of business continuity plan is it needs to be measurable. So you need to be able to measure the success of your plan. Once you've implemented a plan, you need to document the findings, what worked, what didn't work, revise the plan, and obviously educate your users, which is the last step in the process.